Your retirement plan needs to change, and here's why. So you might be asking, Jet, why do I need to change my plan now? I've just built this retirement for the last 30 years. What could go wrong? Well, a lot could go wrong. In this video, I'll help you identify the warning signs for when you need to make a change to your financial plan. So let's start with this. How do you know when it's time to make a change to your investment strategy or your financial plan? First warning sign that we see is that you are setting a retirement date, or you've got it set, you've started to think about retirement, and now you're getting serious about it. This is the number one indicator that it's time to make a change to your financial plan. There's a lot of things that work quite a bit differently from the time when you were in your working years leading up to this moment. We call it the accumulation phase, to the point where you are now going to deaccumulate those assets. Think about it. Your paycheck's going to go away, and in most cases, you're going to have to replace that income with a distribution or a withdrawal from your actual retirement portfolio. So the first thing that you should think about is, am I going to retire? I've set a date. I'm ready to go. Boom. Number one instance where it's time to start thinking about a change to your investment strategy or your financial plan. Now, there are some trigger events that can also clue you in, and these are some of the examples. Number one, become eligible for a pension or Social Security benefit. That's going to change how your income works in retirement. It could change what your shortfall is from your portfolio or that withdrawal that you need to take. Another one is that you or a loved one are in declining health. When you're in declining health, that can make a lot of difference to how you invest your money, how you take income, what your tax liability would be on said income. Another example is the loss of a spouse. We meet a lot of people who are worried about spousal income replacement. If he or she dies, will I be okay? What would change in my investment plan or my financial plan approach should my husband or my wife pass away and now I'm left to pick up all the pieces? And then finally, attaining age 59 and a half. So when you are 59 and a half years old, if you are one of the many people out there who have saved a boatload of money in retirement accounts, you are not allowed to take withdrawals from those retirement accounts until you get to age 59 and a half. At that age, you can avoid the 10% premature distribution penalty, and now you can effectively spend your retirement savings down without that excise tax. So those are some examples of trigger events that would be a warning sign that it might be time to change something or your approach within your financial plan. Have you ever had the check engine light come on in your vehicle? You get two choices when this happens. You can either A, decide to ignore the engine light, the warning signal that your car is giving you, and keep driving your car hoping that it's just a faulty light or some sort of technical issue, or you can B, take your car in to get it serviced. And when you choose to take your car in to get it serviced, you're actively choosing, I want to avoid future problems. This warning signal is going off and it's telling me something, that something bad could be happening to me or my vehicle in this instance. Unfortunately, there are no warning signs or gauges that flash in your face when it comes to your retirement plan. You have to have a proactive plan that identifies those gauges and those warning signals out in advance. Wouldn't it be nice to have gauges throughout your retirement? Creating a financial plan, especially for retirement, and one that is holistic, is an excellent move for you to make here. You can work with a good financial advisor, and together with a holistic plan and that advisor, you can start to identify some of these gauges, and when they go off, make appropriate changes. Where should those gauges be within your plan? Let's think about things that potentially change when you retire. Income. So this is the easiest one to identify. Your paycheck goes away, and now all of a sudden, if your pensions and Social Security amounts are not enough to get you through retirement and to pay all your bills, you're going to need a distribution plan within your financial approach. Taxes. How could taxes change in retirement? Well, it depends on how you take your income, for one. All of your wages while you were working were taxable in most cases, but not all of your income in retirement may be taxable. So you could be in a wholly different tax bracket or tax position when you get into retirement, one that could be a little bit more efficient for you when you get there. Another one is estate planning needs. So a lot of times people kind of neglect estate planning until they get to retirement, and now all of a sudden it's important because what happens to my family if I die And when you create an estate plan, wills, power of attorneys, trusts, those types of things, how you invest your money, your beneficiaries on your accounts may change. Healthcare changes can come. When you retire, will you have retiree medical? When you go on Medicare, what type of Medicare plan will you go on? How much income are you showing on your tax return in retirement, and how will that affect your Medicare premiums? These are the types of changes that you need to be aware of when it comes to retirement planning. And based off all of these things and your goals, your investment strategy may need a tune-up. So you hear a lot of times when you get closer to retirement, I should be more conservative with my dollars. It's time to be a little bit more risk averse. Not necessarily. You invest your money one way, and most times when you're in that accumulation phase leading up to retirement, the strategies that you can implement when you get to retirement could be vastly different than what got you there. And then fourth going, if investments change, markets change, economics change, it is not a set it and forget it type of mentality. Throughout your retirement, there will be curveballs that you must not ignore warning signs on and make proactive adjustments when you can. Listen, according to a 2022 Northwestern Mutual study, retirees with a financial plan are twice as likely to feel very confident about their financial future. A holistic plan that starts with income in retirement as the foundation is where you should start. If you think you are ready to retire, watch this recent video we did about the top 5 traits for people that can retire have in common. And with that, we'll see you next week.